I did my blood test exactly a week ago, and the results basically said I was getting my period in a week. About a week. My last cycle, my luteal phase, was 10 days. If you don't know, luteal phase is basically the distance from ovulation to getting your period. I'm now 11 days post-ovulation, and having a 10-day period, having a 10-day luteal phase and being a week from my blood test both lands my period due yesterday. It is now Wednesday and I have no PMS symptoms. I usually get like sore boobs for a couple of days to a week beforehand, and cramping, at least lots of cramping a day or two before, and just so many symptoms, and I have none. And I don't know what to think about that, because quite often PMS symptoms are mistaken as pregnancy symptoms and vice versa. I'm not having any symptoms except the nausea from my antibiotic. Every time I take my antibiotic, a couple of hours later, I get really bad nausea, really bad headache, and feel sort of like I'm about to pass out. That's a very common thing when I take these sorts of antibiotics, this family of antibiotics, but that's the only sort of thing I've felt lately. I've been a little constipated, and I've been peeing heaps because I have a UTI. But I haven't actually felt anything that could be specifically ovulation pain. I mean, pregnancy pain. I can't think. But I am officially a day late for my period, but I'm also only 11 DPO, so could only be 3 days late compared to most people. But anyway, I did take a test the other day. Luke was with me, but basically I was like 9 or 10 DPO. I think 9 DPO or 10, I don't know, maybe I'm 12 DPO now. Oh, I don't even know. Luke went to drop his aunt off at work because her car's broken down at the moment. She ran in and got the only tests they had. She's ordered in some of the proper 6-day early ones for me, but she grabbed 2 digital tests. She paid for it, and those things are expensive, but they're not as sensitive, and I was still early, so I'm like, I still have a chance, and it obviously came up as not pregnant, so I'm not going to waste the other one. I'm going to go buy a early response earlier test, and I'm gonna race home and pee because I am busting. But anyway, I haven't peed since lunch break, so about 12:30, 1 o'clock. It's now almost 4, so anyway. I was meant to be transferring money. Anyway, I'm also broke, but I'll get paid on Thursday, and it's Tuesday today, so joys. And if my period doesn't show up tomorrow, I'm probably going to ring Fertility North and be like, how long after a week do I wait? Because I've actually got $100 in my account. It's not mine, but I will sort that out later. Alright, I'm gonna go get my test. Also, I don't know if I have to blur this out. I probably have to blur this out, but I got my fancy work shirt. I am now officially part of my new chocolate business, not my business. That came out really weird. I'm officially part of the team. I got my shirt today, and now I'm really happy. So anyway, bye-bye. Alright, so as you guys last saw, I went and got a pregnancy test from Chemist Warehouse, and I took it. I'd had about a 4-hour hold, but it was negative. I thought I was like 10 DPO, but I was actually 13 DPO or 12 DPO. Now I've lost track again, but like it should be starting to be positive, especially on first response. And like they say, it's hard because if you have a short luteal phase, then your period could be checked like 6 days before your period's due. You could still be like not even implanted, so those early result tests might not even work, and it's just like, oh. But basically my luteal phase has been, I always thought it was 12 days, but I never actually checked. But now, since I've been tracking, it's been 10 days. So, which I think is short. I think it's meant to be 12 to 14. But mine has been 10. I think short luteal phases are meant to also indicate difficulty getting pregnant for some reason. I don't know anything about it. I just feel like I've heard something about people needing to get their luteal phase longer so that they could get pregnant. But yeah, mine's 10 days, and that means my period is 3 days late, maybe no, 3 days late. I'm going to go off me being 13 DPO. I might be 14, but I'm pretty sure I'm 13. Okay, I'm 14 DPO. So I should definitely have gotten my period today. And I almost always get my periods first thing in the morning. Like 14 is definitely the longest my luteal phase has ever been. I know when I ovulated because of LH tests and pain, and I also had a blood test that like confirmed. So I'm like, if I'm not pregnant, what the hell is happening? I have to go, I've talked to the nurse and she's basically said to go use the other blood test form. Yeah, and basically see if my progesterone is falling. It means my period should be coming. If it's not, then I think that means I'm pregnant or there's something else going wrong. So yeah, but I took that test yesterday. So 13 DPOs, I took the first response test and it was negative. But it just like I could see something. But like if it was a line, there was no color, it could easily have been an indent. And I know a lot of people have been saying that there's like problems with first response, but I have never had a problem with first response. I have had a lot of false positives on other tests, but first response has always been true for me. So like the fact that I can see something is just like the tiniest ray of hope for me. And I'm just, oh, I thought I'd take it and be like, I only bought one because I was like, I'm gonna take it. If it's negative, I'm not pregnant. If it's positive, then thank God for that. But yeah, I only took one, so I just anyway, I'm back home picking up my script and to go take that blood test. I won't find out the results until tomorrow because I think it's too late to find out today. I'm just looking at, there's so many tests on my bench, but anyway. So I'm going to take a first response. I've got a whole packet here. I'm also going to take 2 of the little TP tests for my little diary I've got going, which is getting quite extensive. I actually remember at the start of when we were like trying to conceive, and I was like, I hope I get 1 period so that I can have like a proper cycle and a nice like progression lines on my LH and my HCG. I just like wanted to have a book with like the progression lines because I thought it'd be cool to look back on. Didn't realize that it would take up like a good solid half a book, be many pages long, and take us, we're getting up to a year. It's been a while, so I think we're 9 months, 10 months into trying. So yeah, it's just anyway. But yeah, also actually I don't know if I can say, but someone I know, actually 2 people I know, but someone in my family is pregnant. Not my sister, obviously. Too young, Sky. I don't even need to pee. Oh. I only recently peed, so this is probably going to be a bad example, but I just want to add it to my book, and while I'm here I'm going to take a first response anyway, so yeah, it's going to be very diluted urine if I get any pee at all. Alright, I'm going to open the door for some extra natural lighting. Okay. Even though it's diluted and like I probably won't see anything anyway, but like, oh, let's look at the cheapy ones first. I feel like that's stuffed up. I don't think it's fully processed yet because there's just like clouds of pink on it. Focus. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's negative. I'll give that a little bit longer. The LH hasn't processed either. These ones take longer to process, so there we go. So slight line, which is interesting. Considerably dark, considering I'm meant to be getting towards my period. By the way, my thumb is covering it. Actually, you know what? I don't know if it's gonna focus. I hope it focused. I like glimpsed the corner and it looked focused. Oh no, okay, initial negative. I think it's negative. Okay, I gotta look away in case it's just my eyes like seeing things. I can't see it and then I can. Like right now I can. I don't know. I'm gonna try. Where's a negative? I need to see if there's this line thing on negatives. Maybe there is. Maybe it's a line that's always there and I've just never looked this closely before. I don't even know how to get you guys to see what I'm talking about. It just looks incredibly negative on the camera. It's just sort of between my fingers. I mean, it is negative, but like, well, always take it out into the natural light and see what we can see. Ah, I stepped on a dead beetle. I can see the line again. It's so, I can see it now. It's like so faint that I feel like I'm honestly imagining it. Every time I look again, it's in the exact same spot. But I swear I can see it. Oh, that's so frustrating. But why is it not darker? Oh. I'm very torn. Like, my heart is racing and I just really want it to be positive. I see something. I swear I can see something, but like, it's just not, it's not there, you know, but it is there, and I just, it's hurting my head. Like, I look and I can see it and it appears in the same spot every time, and like, it's there, but you just blink and it is not there. And I don't know if my brain is wanting it to be positive so much that I'm actually imagining a line there when there isn't one, because I know where the line should be, but oh, so shaky. I might take one of those tests to Luke's mum's house. We're staying there again tonight. I think we've stayed one day at our house since, so the GP test isn't showing a line. If it is, it's no different to the other fake lines it showed before. My LH is up though, so not positive, but up, which is just another thing giving me false hope. All right, my battery's about to die. I'm gonna go take my blood test, I guess.